setting physique goals. Today we're going to talk about how to set goals for a lean bulk. Okay, that means a period of your life where you want to increase muscular size and strength. You always want to increase muscular size and strength, but this is the focus of your workouts and your eating for the next extended period of time. Okay, getting stronger and bigger. So what most people do is they decide they're going to go ahead and say, well, I want to gain 10 pounds. Okay, so you weigh 180 pounds, you set a goal of weighing 190 pounds, you work out hard, you sleep a lot, and you eat more, okay? And all you care about is weighing more. You want to weigh 190 pounds. So you go to the gym, you eat a lot, you do everything you can to gain more weight, and you end up getting fat, okay? Because all you cared about was just eating and getting fat. You didn't care if you built fat or muscle, okay? So you look worse because even if you built a little bit of muscle, it's covered with fat, you can't see it, so you actually look less muscular than when you were cut, okay? So the next level that a lot of people do that think about that a little bit is they're like, well, I know I can't build more than so-and-so pounds of muscle a week, so I'm going to set a goal to gain no more than 3 pounds a month, and I'm going to do that for 3 months, and that's going to be my 9 pounds of gain, okay? And those people are screwed up because they're doing two things constantly. They are getting fat, okay, because they're thinking they can build, 3 pounds of muscle in a month, when they might not necessarily be able to, okay? So they're just building fat and calling it 3 pounds of muscle. Or they're starving themselves when they actually should be building muscle because, hell, you might build, 1,000,000 pounds of muscle this month. I don't know. It does not go in a progression, and that's the problem. Muscular growth does not go in a linear progression. It's not like, if I go to the bank and I do like 10 push-ups and I eat 10 calories and 10 grams of protein, that the bank is going to go ahead and give me, every single time I do that, 10 pounds of muscle. It doesn't work like that. It's not a mathematical thing. It's biological, okay? There are going to be periods in your life where no matter what you do, you eat properly, you recover properly, plenty of sleep, plenty of drinking water, you keep the stress levels down, you work out perfectly, you do everything to work out, eat, and recover properly, and you still don't build any muscle. Then there will be times when you build a lot of muscle and a lot of strength in a short amount of time, okay? It is not a progressive linear thing where you do a certain amount every single day. It just does not work like that with muscular growth. So you're screwing yourself by deciding you want to build a certain amount of muscle. Now, what do I suggest that you do? I suggest you do two things. One thing I suggest you do when you do a lean bulk is you set a goal for how much strength you want to have, okay? Now, let's look at it like this, okay? If you get a guy who weighs 180 pounds, okay, and he bulks up to 200 pounds, what's he going to look like? I don't know. Most of them are going to look fat because basically they're just going to gain 20 pounds of slop and they're going to look fat. Let's say you build, you gained 5 pounds of muscle and 15 pounds of fat. Hell, let's go out on a limb here and say that you built 10 pounds of muscle, which is pretty impossible. But let's say you built 10 pounds of muscle and 10 pounds of fat, and that's how you got from 180 to 200. You're still going to look fat as fuck because even if you have 10 pounds more muscle, you have 10 pounds fat more, it's obscuring the muscle, you can't see it, and you will look less muscular than you did at a lean, rock hard 180 pounds. So, my suggestion to you, instead of setting a goal of weighing a certain amount, is you do, number one, you set yourself a strength goal, okay? People say that you can build strength without getting, bigger and more muscular. That's bullshit, okay? If you show me a guy who deadlifts, 3 plates, okay, and you show me a guy who deadlifts 1 plate, I'm going to tell you right now that the guy who deadlifts 3 plates is going to look stronger, okay? He's going to look like a guy who deadlifts 3 plates, and the guy who struggles to deadlift 1 plate is going to look like a guy who struggles to deadlift 1 plate. It's just the way it is. Assuming that they have the same body fat percentage. Obviously, if a guy gets fat and can deadlift 3 plates, the guy who deadlifts 1 plate with a six-pack will look better, but the other guy will have more muscle, okay? So what I suggest you do is you set yourself a strength goal, okay? Set yourself a strength goal. Then, when you're done setting yourself the strength goal, as you work towards that, instead of measuring your weight on the scale, measure your waist measurement. Because the fact of the matter is, if your waist is not getting bigger, you're not getting fatter, okay? And if you go to the gym, you are consistently increasing your strength, okay? You are getting stronger in the gym, okay, over time. maybe every single time, maybe almost every single time, but you're constantly adding reps to your sets, weight to your sets, or whatever, and you're getting stronger in the gym, you are certainly not losing muscle, and you're almost certainly gaining muscle, okay? And like I said, if your waist isn't getting bigger, you're not getting fatter, okay? And it's possible to do this, okay? It's possible to lose fat and build muscle at the same time, so it's certainly possible to build muscle without building a lot of fat. You may get a little bit softer than when you're in a hard cut, but there's no reason for you to get fat. There's no reason for you to lose your abs. I went on a low carb lean bulk for a year and a half. I built 18 pounds of muscle. Not a lot. It's basically 1 pound of muscle a month. Okay. I got much, much, much stronger on all the lifts because I just started adding weight to my weighted calisthenics then. I was doing dips at body weight, pull-ups at body weight squats. I just added weight to my squats, weight to my pull-ups, weight to my dips. Okay. Got very strong, very big, built a lot of muscle in a year and a half, and I had abs the entire time. Okay? So it is possible. And like I said, the way I did it is because I didn't limit myself or force myself to gain weight on the scale. All I did is try to get stronger, tried to get stronger. It was a good day if I got a little stronger in the gym. Okay? I ate enough to fuel my workouts, but I kept measuring my waist, so I realized if I was starting to get fat, and a year and a half later, damn near 20 pounds more weight, a lot more weight on the bar that I was deadlifting, squatting with, a lot more weight on the belt that I was doing pull-ups and dips with, and I looked the part. Okay, I looked like a guy who was deadlifting 4 plates. Okay, I looked like a guy who was doing dips with 4 plates. Okay, so that right there, my friends, is my suggestion to you guys. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how to cut, how to set goals for cutting, but right now, if you're going into a lean bulk, do not worry about the weight on the scale. Do not limit the weight on the scale that you gain. Do not emphasize gaining more weight on the scale. Just get stronger and keep your waist measurement about the same, maybe a little bit bigger. And over time, you're going to get very, very muscular. And since you're staying lean, you'll actually be able to see the muscle. If you're interested in exactly how I did that, how I put on 18 pounds of muscle in a year and a half, got strong as hell on all those new weightlifting exercises that I introduced to my formerly bodyweight calisthenics routines, check out Low Carb Cutting and Bulking. It explains to you exactly how to set up a diet like I set up. And also, it tells you exactly how to set up a cutting diet if at one point in your life you want to cut and get leaner to show off all the muscle you've built up. Low Carb Cutting and Bulking, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's right below the video. There's going to be a link. And if you're watching this at Instagram, go to my profile, click on the link, Low Carb Cutting and Bulking. Check it out. Everything you need to know about losing fat without losing muscle or strength and gaining muscle and strength without gaining fat. Check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video.